Strange Black Beats.
Cause I got bills to pay. I'm tired as hell, but I can't take no breaks. Nobody cares how I feel anyway. Late on my card note, I'm 3 months behind. These bill collectors keep calling my line. Take 2 steps forward and 3 steps behind. Drinking and smoking, it's just to get by. I'm trying to quit, hit my knees and I pray. Please hit me love before I go insane. I can't help but feel this way, and I just want to escape. So take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly away, and I can hear my soul craze. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly far away. Chemtrails in the sky make it so hard to breathe. people are dying, and the news keep on lying, and everybody's trying to keep up with reality stars. But when your money on cars and acting like you're a star, I'm telling you it's all lies. Y'all better open your eyes. We about to run out of time, but y'all don't pay me no mind. See the state of my people makes me wanna break down and cry. So all I can do is use this music to prophesy and pray that they see. But nobody's hearing me, and I just want to be free. So take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly away, and I get in my soul grace. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly far away. Let's run away and never look back. We could escape. I just wanna go where it's warm outside. No clouds in my sky, and there is no weight on my back. It's a new day. I just wanna go, and I just wanna fly. So take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly away, and I get in my soul cries. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away. Let's fly far away. Take me away, away, away,
A big salute, family, giving our praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family and the FOPE family and the elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. As you see the title, family, and I want to say big salute to all my brothers and sisters in the chat. But as you see the title, Resurrection Sunday is a lie. How can you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday? Y'all must understand, we don't believe the same thing, family. I was reading about Paul, and I had put a lesson together about our good ancestor Paul. And I noticed that Paul was going from synagogue to synagogue. And the Bible say that Paul was challenging the Jews. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't being weak with them. He was challenging them because of their mindset and the doctrine that they was trying to push. Let me say this. A lot of people want us to water ourselves down for the sake of appeasing people. So they want us to convey this truth a certain way. Now, do we have to be respectful? Absolutely. Do we have to do it in love and compassion? Absolutely. But we should not be watering down ourselves to appease people. Because my question is this: are you looking for friends, or are you looking to win souls? I can care less about whether I have friends in this awakening. This about saving our people's souls or teaching them how to save themselves. This is not about no friendship. So if you looking for friends, of course you're going to water yourself down and you're going to say what you think people want to hear. But if you about y'all's business, you don't care about what people think. You're going to be about y'all's business. So when you look at Resurrection Sunday, which is nothing more but Easter Sunday, when you look at it and you listen to when people talk and you listen to when people say, I love the Lord, I believe in God too, I do what the Bible say. But then when you question them and hold their feet to the fire, they don't do nothing this Bible say. Y'all have to understand that the Christian community and the Israelite community, we do not believe the same thing, family. We don't believe the same image of Yahshua HaMashiach. We don't believe the same gospel of Yahshua HaMashiach. They don't believe you have to keep the law. We believe you do have to keep the law. They believe God love you no matter what. We know that's not true. God don't love you no matter what. Because if you forsake him, he gonna forsake you. If you love him, he gonna love you. If you cleave to him, he gonna cleave to you. So that lets me know his love have conditions. If you do your part, I do my part. You run away from me, I run away from you. You don't believe me, you better go read you better go read Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. When he said, I'm gonna return to my place until they acknowledge their, that means he turned his back on his own people until we acknowledge our offenses. So don't ever try to think you can interpret the Most High's mind or you can interpret his son's mind to start trying to spread your lies to the world like the Most High is okay with that. So there's no different than when we look at Resurrection Sunday. This is a bold-faced lie, and you have people pushing this lie, whether it's in the Christian world, whether it's on YouTube or in their church or on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It don't matter where you go. Don't know, man, these people really don't want the truth. We got to keep it real. They don't want to serve Yah the way he want to be served. These people really believe that you can die on Friday and be raised on Sunday, and how you get 3 days and 3 nights out of that. But they so smart though. We the dumb ones, they the smart ones, but you gonna die on Friday and be raised on Sunday, and they say that's 3 days and 3 nights, and they think they so smart. So like I say, family, I pray this help somebody. Because at the end of the day, Satan don't fight against his children. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Satan don't fight against his children. Satan fight against the children of the light. Satan fight against those that have made themselves the sons and daughters of Yahweh, the sons and daughters of Yahshua. Satan fight against the children of the Most High. He don't fight against his own children. See, if you're a liar, and all liars should have their part in the lake of fire, y'all think this a game, huh? Well, you can tell a little lie is still a lie. There's no truth of there's no lie of the truth. So if you telling lies and you try to sprinkle a little truth in there like Satan did, man, you still a liar. There's no lie that can amount to any truth. So if y'all telling people that it don't matter what Jesus looked like, you know, y'all say Jesus, which I don't got a problem with. I'm not going to fight you over a name. But your lies, I mean, all of y'all lies. Like right now, Creflo Dollar, he live streaming right now about identity, but won't give you your identity. Creflo Dollar got 12,000 people listening to him. And the name of it is called, What is Your Identity? But he won't tell them their identity. He won't just tell them their identity. So he say, your identity in Christ. So why you won't just tell them their true identity? Because he know he can't do that. He's bought and paid for. You think he can tell you the truth? He can't tell you the truth with a 501c3. They gonna snatch the money from him, family. So it's really all about the money. It's not about your soul. It's not about your salvation. It's not about you getting the truth. These men care about money more than the truth. So like I said before, we about to deal with this. I got scriptures. We're going to paint this picture. We're going to let Yah be true in faith in Yahshua and every man a liar. So like I said, family, you got to get your Bible, because don't take my word for anything. Study with me. Go along with me so we can see this together. Let's get it. So I want to jump straight into it. I'm going to go to Matthew when he died, and we're going to find out some things about this because these lies got to stop. And you got all these people, they come up against the Hebrew Israelite community, and just because we got a few bad apples, that does not negate the fact that majority of our people, we speak truth. Majority of our brothers and sisters, they stand on the truth. But they use the bad apples to paint a picture of this awakening as that we just all just teaching lies and false doctrine. That's not true, family. Just like all those in the Christian community, I can't say all of them just some liars, but I have said it before that all your preachers, they are liars. You know why I know that? Do you know your nationality? No, K. Judah. Do you keep the feast days? No, KJ. Do you keep the Sabbath day? No, I don't. Do you keep the law? Nuh-uh. Okay, your preacher a liar. If you don't know these things and you've been going to church for the last 20, 30 years, your preacher a liar. How you don't know your nationality? I thought your preacher was a man of God. Any man that stands in the counsel of Yah should turn you away from your sin. See, y'all want to study the Bible from a Christian perspective. We read the Bible and study our culture from a Hebrew Israelite perspective, meaning based on our nationality, we can see things clear. I can't see a Bible clear if I'm a Christian. Why, KJ? Because I'm coming from a religion aspect, not a Hebrewic aspect, not my nationality aspect. It's what man tell me I'm supposed to believe based on religion, not based on nationality. See, when we teaching you the Bible, we teaching it from an aspect of nationality, the laws, statutes, and commandments, our culture, not from religion. That's the difference. Because when you come from religion, you get that Christ died on Friday and rose Easter Sunday morning, which we know is a lie. And I'm about to show you right now. Let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 27. We're going to Matthew 27. And I'm about to prove to you that Christ was not raised on Sunday, even though you got people fighting. I mean, all you're doing is fighting the wind. You're throwing punches and ain't hitting nobody. You're just boxing the wind, dog. Your punches ain't hitting nobody. You just swinging at the wind. And then you're fighting so hard for lies. It just, I don't get it. But let's go to Matthew 27. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Big salute to everybody in the chat. The book of Matthew, chapter 27. And we're going to go when Yahshua was crucified. So I'm going to go here first, and then I'm going to go to the book of Daniel, because I'm going to show you something. We're going to bag up. We're going to go back and forth. The first thing we need to understand is that Yahshua was arrested on the Passover. Let me say that again. Yahshua was arrested on the Passover. The first thing we need to understand, he was arrested on the Passover. This is Matthew 27. A matter of fact, I'm going to go to Matthew 26. And then I'll go to 27. Then I'm going to bag up to the book of Daniel because we got to find out when was he crucified. This is Matthew 26 and verse 1. The book of Matthew 26 and verse 1. And it reads, and it came to pass when Yahshua has finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, ye know that after 2 days it's the feast of Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. So he telling the disciples, you know, because I've been telling y'all that after 2 days it's the feast of Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. Jump down to verse 17. Verse 17. And it reads, now on the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, this why you have to have both books, what they call the Old Testament and the New Testament, but I don't believe in that. I just say I believe in the whole Bible. But for the sake of what people understand, I believe in the Old Testament and the New Testament. They said the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, but we know Passover come first, then Feast of Unleavened Bread. Feast of Unleavened Bread do not come before Passover. But the way they did this translation, they put Feast of Unleavened Bread first, then the Passover. Just pointing that out. Verse 17. Now on the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Yahshua, saying unto him, wherewith thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? And he said, go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, the master said, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. And the disciples did as Yahshua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the even was come, now the morning. Now when the even was, now okay, Judah, they did it in the morning. Y'all see how I'm just going by what the book say? And you got a lot of people getting their feelings because we go by what the book say. Christ say when the even was come, because we keep all our feast days in the even. Every last one of them, we keep it in the even. When in the book of Exodus 12, when they came out of Egypt, they kept the lamb up to what, y'all? The 14th day. And then he say at evening, the congregation should kill it. Why at evening? Because evening and morning make a day. Did you know that when the day changed, that's a different day? It's going into another day, family. So we keep our feast days in the even, not in the morning, in the even. Verse 19, and the disciples did as Yahshua has appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12, and as they did eat, he said, verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto him, that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he have not been born. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, thou hast said. And as they was eating, Yahshua took bread and blessed it, and brake it, and gave to the disciples, and said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for the remission of sins. Now when Yahshua made this statement, a lot of people was not spiritual when he said, you must eat my body, you must drink my blood. This was spiritual. But when you are not spiritual, you can't see it. So a lot of people left him when he made this statement. You got to eat my body. He wasn't telling them to really eat his body. He's the bread of life. You must drink my blood. He gave them the cup of the wine. But they sitting up here talking about this man really want us to eat his body. This is what happened when you are spiritually dead. When you are spiritually dead, you can't see the truth. When you're in the congregation of the dead and you try to lead those that are dead and you dead, both of y'all gonna fall into a ditch. That's why Yahshua say, let the dead bury the dead. How can two dead people bury each other? Let the spiritual dead bury their physical dead, family. We got a lot of spiritual dead people out here. We trying to wake them up. But Satan don't fight against his children. He fight against those that's walking in the light. Why you think that Creflo Dollar can get 12,000 people in the morning right now listening to him? Because they're in the congregation of the dead. But where the truth at, Satan gonna fight against that truth. Because he don't fight against his children. Why would he fight against Creflo when Creflo is pushing the agenda of Hashatan, which is lies? See, we don't push the agenda of Hashatan, so we fight against channels like this, Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, FOPE, and all my other brothers who are here teaching truth with my sisters. He fight against those channels, not those who teach lies. What he gonna go against them for? They doing his business. So as you see that Yahshua sat down with the 12, they kept the Passover. In the even, he got arrested the same night of the Passover, right? But we have to find out, when did he die? Did he die on Friday? Was he raised on Sunday? Even though you can't get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday, but they out here talking about Resurrection Sunday, just blind, just blind. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Then we coming back. We coming back. We coming right back to Matthew 27. But I got to show y'all, when did he die? Now remember, in the time of the Messiah, there was no such thing as a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But when the Bible says he died in the midst of the weeks, for our terminology and us being here in this land speaking another language, the only way to find out what is the midst of the weeks, you got to type it in. So when you type in Wednesday, guess what is going to come up? The middle of the week. Or when you put in Wednesday, it's going to tell you it's the middle of the week. So how did Christ die on Friday when the Bible finna say this? This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 26. Because I'm not going to deal with the 70 weeks of Daniel. I didn't deal with that plenty of times. We didn't did the math. But I just want to get straight to the point. We don't need to deal with the 70 weeks of Daniel. We're going to deal with verse 26. Because we got to find out, when did he die? This is Daniel chapter 9 and verse 26. And it reads, and after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. When did this happen, y'all? In 70 AD. Who is the prince? Hashatan. Who did he use? Titus and Vespasian. They destroyed Jerusalem. This is already prophesied in the book of Daniel. But you got to remember this too. There's also talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. He was the first one to cause the abomination of desolation in the time of the Maccabees. So this ain't nothing new. History just repeated itself, family. Antiochus Epiphanes was the first one to do the abomination of desolation. But it's going to be another abomination of desolation in our time. All you got to do is read Matthew chapter 24, verse 15. And Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 through 3. It's telling you about a new temple they're going to build. But Antiochus already did an abomination of desolation. So this temple that Yahshua talking about is 70 AD. They destroyed it to the foundation thereof. Verse 26, one more time. And after 3 and 2 weeks, and after 62 weeks, shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, because he didn't die for his own sins. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of the war, desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, hold up, K. Judah, make that make sense. This is where they get the 7-year great tribulation. But I want you to pay attention to the wording of the scriptures. And he shall confirm, no, make a covenant. And he shall confirm. Now, KJ, you got it wrong. It's make a covenant. Family, do it say confirm the covenant or do it say make a covenant? It say confirm. What did Yahshua confirm? The covenant that was made with Abraham, that in thy seed shall all nations be blessed. Yahshua confirmed the covenant. He didn't make a covenant. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. He confirmed the covenant. It never said he made a covenant. So whether y'all get this 7-year great tribulation that the Antichrist is going to make a covenant with the Jewish people, y'all just make up stuff, man. It don't say nothing like that in the scriptures. Where are y'all getting this doctrine from where you look at the scriptures and then you just lie and make up stuff? It say confirm, not make. Verse 27, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, no, Friday. And in the midst of the week, now, okay, Judah, Friday. And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease. How did he do that? The Bible say he died in the midst of the week. But they lying telling y'all he died on Friday. Let me say it one more time. The Bible said in Daniel that he died in the midst of the week. They lying telling y'all he died on Friday, but the Bible don't say Friday. It say the midst of the week. The midst of the week is Wednesday, what we know today. The midst of the week is between Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. What's in the middle? Wednesday. The middle of the week is Wednesday, That's between Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Wednesday is in the middle of the week. That's when he died, people. But it wasn't called Wednesday when he walked the earth. But for our understanding, we gonna say Wednesday because that's the middle of the week as we know it. It didn't say Friday, y'all. Or at the end of the week, which would be Friday. It say the middle. Then the Bible say he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease. What did he get rid of? Because they tell y'all in the Christian church that he nailed the law to the cross. What scripture say that? What scripture say he nailed the royal law to the cross? They won't be able to find you one scripture say he nailed it to the cross. I'm finna show you what he nailed to the cross. Let's go to Matthew 27. So Christ died in the midst of the weeks, family. In the middle of the week. Not on Friday, at the end of the week. It say the middle of the week. Matthew 27. And I'm about to show y'all a chart. I got two charts that I'm going to show y'all so we can see the truth. Because a picture speaks 1,000 words. Matthew 27. And I'm going to get straight to the point. Matthew 27 and verse 30. Matthew 27 and verse 30. And it reads, and they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the head. And after that, they have mocked him. They took the robe off from him and put on his own raiment on him and led him away to be crucified. Jump down to verse 35. Verse 35. Verse 35. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled. I thought you could only use one book. I thought you can only use one book, but he just say fulfill. Where is it fulfilled at? So I'm just a New Testament Israelite. How you going to understand what is fulfilled? And where you going to go to read where it's fulfilled at? Critical thinking is everything in its truth. Critical thinking is very key when reading scriptures and understanding truth. A lot of people just like head knowledge. Where's your critical thinking skills and common sense? Just because you read the scriptures don't mean you're right. Because if the Spirit of the Most High is not with you, you just talking. Like your Christian preacher. Like a lot of people on Facebook. Like a lot of y'all on TikTok. Like a lot of y'all on YouTube. You just talking. Because what you say, I can't find it and read it. Verse 35 again, and they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. You can find this in the book of Psalms. Jump down to verse 45. Verse 45. And it reads, now from the 6th hour, 12 noon, there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour, 3 p.m. And about the 9th hour, Yahshua cried with a loud voice saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Jump down to verse 50 and 51. And let's see when he said he should cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease. What does that mean? Verse 50 and 51. Yahshua, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost and beheld the veil, the sacrifice and oblation, the veil, the sacrifice and oblation, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. The sacrifice and oblations that he got rid of when his veil rent in twain was the law of animal sacrifice. That's the only law that he done away with. That's why in the book of Hebrews chapter 10, it tell you the blood of bulls and goats should never take away sins. You have prepared a body for me. I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. I thought this book I thought the Most High don't have a son. Christ say the book is written of me to do your will, O Elohim. But I thought the Most High is up there by itself. But Christ is telling you, I came to do my Father's will. But y'all lying, saying that the Most High don't have a son. But the Son just said, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. You have prepared a body for me. Yahshua is the representation of Yah in the flesh. The divine nature of the Father is dwelling in Yahshua when he came in the flesh. That's the Godhead when you saw Yahshua, the divine nature of the Father. That's why he say, he that have seen me have seen my Father. Because the Godhead, which represents the Father and the Son, it was dwelling in Yahshua when he walked the earth. So if you're looking at the Father, you're looking at the Son. You looking at the Son, you're looking at his Father. He do everything his Father do. He don't deviate. He talk like his Father. He look like his Father. He obedient to his Father. He keep the commandments of his Father. He do his Father's will. He don't deviate. He is his Father, and his Father is the Son. You got to understand this. He is the express image of the Father in the flesh. He that have seen me, you're looking at my Father. That's why Yahshua told you, my Father do the works, and I work. We know they two different individuals, but the divine nature of the Father was in his Son. So when they was looking at the Son, they looking at the Father. Why that so hard to be understood? That he don't have a son, he up there by himself, but that's the Son that they was talking to. That's the Son they was talking to, but they couldn't believe it. They couldn't accept it. That's why they told him he was a blasphemer. Oh, you trying to make yourself equal with the Father, equal with God. They don't even know that he's the one that was talking to Moses on Mount Sinai when he came with them host of angels. Because the Father is the one that gave the command to get a law to Moses and them. Yahshua is the spokesman for the Father. He's a representative of the Father. He's the word of the Father, made flesh. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, verse 51, one more time. And beheld, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. Now you don't got nowhere to sprinkle the blood. That's why he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease. Because in the time of the priests, when they killed the animal, how many times did they sprinkle the blood towards the veil? 7 times. 7 times, fam. But when Yahshua died, you don't need to sprinkle the blood towards the veil no more, because he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease, because now you under his blood, not the blood of bulls and goats. Not the blood of bulls and goats. So this the only law done away with. What I just read. The sacrifice and oblation is the sacrificing of animals, people. We don't got to do that no more. We're under Yahshua's blood, not the blood of bulls and goats. Now we got to answer the question. When did they bury the body? Remember, he died in the midst of the weeks, right? Which is on what we call Wednesday. But something happened, because y'all remember it went dark over all the earth. And in the Hebrew culture, you cannot leave the body up there to the next day. Say that one more time, KJ, for the people in the back. If you understand our culture, when a person dies, you cannot leave the body up there to the next day. So when did they take the body down from the tree? Let's find out. Matthew, same chapter 27, and verse 56 and 57. 56 and 57. And it reads, among which was Mary Magdalene, and Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee, his children. When the even was come, nighttime, people. Let me say that one more time. When the even was come, this nighttime, people. When the even was come, there came a rich man of Arimathea named Joseph, who also himself was Yahshua's disciples. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Yahshua. Then Pilate commanded the body to be delivered. And when Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own tomb, new tomb. When did he do it, y'all? In the evening. So if he died in the midst of the weeks, which we know is Wednesday, and they took the body down that night, we got to look at a chart. We got to get understanding of this. Let's go look at it. First, we're going to look at the chart that they be lying with. Talking about he died on Friday. So let's look at this. So he died in the midst of the weeks, right? Which we call Wednesday today. But according to them, they say, no, K. Judah, you got it wrong, brother. He died on Friday and rose Sunday. Where's the 3 days and 3 nights, people? Look at this chart on the screen. And you get 3 days and 3 nights out of this before I continue. This ain't nothing but a day and a half, people. It's not even 2 full days. What is this? What is this mess right here, man? Y'all see what I mean when I say we at war when it comes to the truth? Because this is a spiritual battle. This is not physical. Well, we got to fight people. This is spiritual. And people, I truly believe this. They want to be blind, y'all. It's like on the Matrix when a man said, man, just give me the pill, man. Put me back to sleep. A lot of people don't want to accept the truth because you got to change. See, when you accept truth and the way of Yah, it requires change. People don't want to change. They want to serve Yah with the same mind that they had in the world. It don't work like that. You got to change. You got to become a new creature. People want to be the old creature and come in the truth with lies. It don't work like that. You got to leave your lies at the door when you come to serve Yah. Because Yah don't like liars. He say every liar should have their part in the lake of fire. That lets me know this is so serious, it scares me. That's why I took out running when my grandma told me, God gonna use you to teach his word, man, I ran. Boy, I was running. Ran for a couple years too. I didn't want to teach no Bible. This is scary. This is dangerous. I can lose my life from telling lies, even though I don't tell lies, even though my mind don't even think of telling a lie. But the fact that you gonna come at the people that's teaching first, that means that I gotta guard myself daily. I gotta make sure I'm in tune. Man, these people don't even know they playing a dangerous game, boy. They gonna lose their life for just telling lies. Oh God, we did this in your name. We did that in your name. We was telling people about you, Jesus. I don't know you. All you did was tell lies in my name. You told my people they don't got to keep my law. You told my people their nationality don't mean nothing. You told my people they can break the dietary law and eat anything they want, all type of abominable food. And then you lied and told them that I nailed my law to the cross. That means they can just do whatever they want and I love them no matter what. That makes them not repent of their sins. You didn't establish my law. You lied upon me. I don't know you. A lot of people gonna hear them words. I don't know you. Who are you? Worker of iniquity? So y'all looking at this chart, right? And I'm gonna leave it up here for a few minutes just to see what y'all saying. Where's the 3 days and 3 nights, y'all? Where's the 3 days and 3 nights, people? So this is the lie that they telling the world. This is the lie that they telling the world, and they even call this Good Friday. What is good about Good Friday? What is good about Easter? Easter don't got nothing to do with Yahshua. Because Yahshua wasn't raised on a Sunday, people. I'm about to show you the real chart. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Here you go. This is the real chart right here, or how it should look. And I made this chart a long time ago. This how it should look, family. The Bible said 3 days and 3 nights. But we got to go 3 nights and 3 days, and I'm going to show you why, because they bury him in the evening. So here we go. Wednesday, 1 night. Thursday, 2 nights. Friday, 3 nights. It said 3 days, right? Thursday morning, 1. Friday, 2. Saturday, 3. And right before sundown, he was out of that tomb. Let's do it one more time. Wednesday, that's when they buried him in the midst of the weeks. That's 1. Thursday, that's 2 nights. Friday, that's 3 nights. Let's go to the morning. It say 3 days and 3 nights, right? Thursday, 1 day. Friday, 2 days. Saturday, 3 days. And right before sundown, he was gone. Okay, Judah, you telling lies. So all I got to do is go to the book of Leviticus to get the answer. Because y'all don't understand, bro. Like, I praise the Most High Yah so much, not just for opening up my eyes to the truth, but man, he had really blessed me with the ability to see his scriptures for what it is. I don't got to add. I don't got to try to lie. This man has given me insight to where I see between the lines in the scriptures, bro. I don't have to tell a lie. All I got to do is ask you to follow along with me so you don't take my word for anything. We read this together so you can see it yourself. This man ain't making up nothing. So I just said that he rose on Saturday right before sundown. Now remember, he had to be out of that tomb before the next day break, which is sunrise. He had to be gone before the first day of the week. He cannot be raised on the first day of the week because that's breaking prophecy. That's breaking protocol. He had to be out of that tomb before the first day of the week, which is what we know as Sunday. He had to be gone. But they lying, telling y'all, no, he was raised on Sunday. So I got a good question I'm about to ask. Watch this. Woo. Boy, this sad. Sad, sad, sad. I got a good question that I'm about to ask y'all. And here you go. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. And then we're going to come back to John chapter 20 when Mary, she could not touch him. And we're going to find out why. Why Mary could not touch him. Go to the book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23. Why Mary could not touch him. Let's find out why. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High in faith in his beloved son, Yahshua HaMashiach. Leviticus 23. Because we don't do nothing of ourselves, family. We don't do nothing of ourselves. This is Leviticus 23. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 10. I want you to listen very closely to what this is about to say. Now remember, they are saying that Christ rose on Sunday. But I'm about to ask y'all a good question, and we're going to see if he rose on Sunday or not. Because I just showed y'all the chart that we actually got 3 days and 3 nights, or 3 nights and 3 days from the chart I just showed y'all. The other one I showed y'all, we couldn't get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. But we could get 3 days and 3 nights, or 3 nights and 3 days from Wednesday to Saturday. It was actually 3 nights and 3 days. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 10. And it reads, "Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come in the land which I give unto you, and ye shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before our Elohim to be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath." Hold on, K. Judah, you got it wrong, brother. They said that Christ rose on Sunday. So that means that Christ would have had to be accepted by the Father the next day after Sunday. But Christ told Mary this. Woo, boy, this is deep, beautiful. Man, the scriptures is beautiful, powerful. Let me read that one more time for the people in the back. You had to bring the harvest to the priest, family. It's called the sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before our Elohim to be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath. the priest shall waive it. So when did Christ tell Mary that he was going to his father? Because if Christ was raised on Sunday, that means he would have had to go to the Father on Monday. But he told Mary, I go to my Father on the first day of the week, letting us know he was raised on the Sabbath day. And by the time the first day of the week came, he told Mary this. Let's go to John chapter 20. Christ is the first fruit from the dead, family. He's the first fruit of everything. That's why you had to waive it the morrow after the Sabbath day, because Christ is the first fruit. So if Christ had to be waived before the Most High Yah to be accepted, meaning the sacrifice, him being the first fruit, how could he be raised on Sunday and he would have had to go to the Father on Monday? But he didn't go to the Father on Monday because he was not raised on the first day of the week. He went to the Father on the first day of the week, letting us know he was raised on the Sabbath day. And then when they got there the first day of the week, he was already gone. So why they didn't see him being raised if he was raised on Sunday? They got there very early in the morning. Y'all just don't use no common sense. They got there very early in the morning at the dawn of the day. That means the sun is coming up. And you mean to tell me they didn't get to see him? Got there very early? That means he was already gone, family. How we know that? John chapter 20. John chapter 20. This is John chapter 20, people. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. John chapter 20 and verse 1. The first day of the week coming Mary Magdalene early when it was yet dark. Hold up. Whoa. It's still dark outside and you ain't get to see the Messiah? Why you didn't see him, Mary? It's still dark outside. That means the sun ain't even come up yet. But it's done and towards the first day of the week. But it's still dark outside though. The sun is not up yet. But she don't see the Messiah. But she got there very early in the morning. He's not there. What's going on, people? I thought Christ was raised on Sunday. Mary should have saw him. She was there very early in the morning. Verse 1 again. The first day of the week coming Mary Magdalene early when it was yet dark unto the sepulchre and said the stone taken away from the sepulchre. Then she runneth and coming to Simon Peter and to the other disciples whom Yahshua loved and said unto them, they have taken away my Lord. No, you should have saw him, Mary. That means he was already gone, family. He's nowhere to be found. So Yahshua was raised on Saturday, right before sundown. Say it again, KJ. Yahshua was raised on what we know as Saturday, right before sundown. He was gone, people. When they got there the first day of the week, he is nowhere to be found because he was already gone. But they lying telling y'all he was raised on Sunday, but the scriptures don't support that. And I'm about to show you why. Remember what I read in Leviticus about the sheaf of the first fruit, that the priest had to wave it the morrow after the Sabbath day. This not the Sabbath day right here, y'all. This the morrow after the Sabbath day, the first day of the week, what we know as Sunday. So if this the first day of the week and the priest had to wave it the morrow after the Sabbath, how was Christ raised on Sunday again? Verse 2. Then she runneth and cometh to Simon Peter and the other disciples, whom Yahshua loved, and said unto them, they have taken away the Lord out of the sepulchre, and we know not where they have laid him. Peter therefore went forth, and the other disciples came to the sepulchre. So they ran both together, and the other disciples did outrun Peter, and came first to the sepulchre. And he stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying, yet went he not in. They see the clothes, but they don't see the body. They see the clothes, people, but they don't see the body. But they lying telling y'all he was raised on Sunday. Jump down to verse 15. Let's get straight to the point. As a matter of fact, we're going to start at verse 12. Jump down to verse 12. Watch what Yahshua about to tell Mary, y'all. Verse 12. And said the two angels in white sitting, the one at the head and the other at the feet, where the body of Yahshua had lain. And they said unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? She said unto them, Because they have taken away my Lord, and I know not where they have laid him. And when she had thus said, she turned herself back and saw Yahshua standing, and knew not that it was Yahshua. Yahshua said unto her, Woman, why weepest thou? Whom seekest thou? She, supposing him to be the gardener, said unto him, Sir, if thou have borne him hence, meaning carry him, if you have borne him hence, tell me where they have laid him, and I will take him away. Yahshua said unto her, Mary. She turned herself and said unto him, Rabboni, which is to say, Master. Yahshua said unto her, Touch me not. Woo! Why she couldn't touch him, people? Why Mary could not touch Yahshua? It's because what I read in the book of Leviticus chapter 23. He's the first fruit from the dead. Mary could not touch Yahshua until he was way before the Father and accepted the morrow after the Sabbath day. Why did he tell her on the first day of the week, do not touch me? Because Yahshua had to go before the presence of the Most High Yah and be way before the Father and be accepted as the first fruit, the sheaf, the offering of his blood, the first fruit from the dead, the first begotten of the Father. She could not touch him. So that means that if Yahshua was raised on Sunday, he would have had to go to the Father on Monday, because it said the morrow after the Sabbath day. So if they lying telling us that he was raised on Sunday, he would have had to go to the Father on Monday. So when did he go to the Father? Did he go to the Father this same day, which is after the Sabbath day? Let's keep reading. But Mary could not touch him, people, because he's the first fruit from the dead, and he had to go up to heaven to be accepted before the Most High Yah, for the Father to wave his hand over the first fruit offering, which is Yahshua HaMashiach. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? So did he go to the Father on this same day? Let's go see. Verse 17 again. Yahshua said unto her, Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father, but go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend. Read that again, KJ. I ascend unto my Father. One more time for the people in the back. I ascend unto my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God. He went that same day. So how he was raised on Sunday again? When he just told Mary, go tell my disciples, I go to my Father and your Father. I ascend to my Father. He went the morrow after the Sabbath day. He ascended to the Father. And he was accepted by the Father, meaning the first fruit, the sheaf offering. When he came back down from heaven, did he not let Thomas touch him? Yes, he did. Touch me, Thomas. Behold my hands and my feet. Behold my side. Stick your hand in it, Thomas. But he wouldn't let Mary do that, because he had to go to the Father first to be accepted. Then they can touch him. Woo! Do y'all see this, Israel? That Yahshua was gone on what we know as Saturday, before the day changed. He was gone. When they got to the sepulcher, he was gone, people, because he was raised on the Sabbath day, not on Sunday. The morrow after that Sabbath, Mary tried to touch him. He said, Don't touch me not. I have not yet ascended to my Father and your Father, but go tell my disciples I ascend to my Father. Why did he have to go to the Father that same day? Because he had to be accepted by the Father, the first fruit. What we just read in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 to like 12. Once he came back down from heaven, what did he say? Let's get it. Same chapter, y'all, Because remember, 17, he tell Mary, touch me not. But in verse 27, he said this. Verse 27, then said he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands. And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. Why he didn't let Mary touch him, but he let Thomas touch him? Because the time he told Mary, I go to my father, he went to his father that same day. The father accepted the first fruit offering and also the atonement that he made by shedding his blood for the remission of sin. When he came back down from heaven, he let Thomas touch him, but he wouldn't let Mary do it. Knowledge. So you go tell your Christian preacher, you go tell your Facebook friends, y'all some liars. And they gonna pay for the lies they tell. I don't wish nothing on no man or no woman. You're doing it to yourself. I pray that all my brothers and sisters see the truth. But that's just not the case, because people have agendas. And they have their own agendas. And they don't care nothing about what y'all have to say. Because if everybody was in tune with Yah, we wouldn't have lies floating around on the internet or in Christian churches or nowhere. It wouldn't be lies being told. But because of agendas, lies are being told on Yah. People are stumbling and falling and being tossed to and fro like the waves in the ocean. They don't know what to believe. Because one person saying he rose on Sunday, another person saying he rose on what we know as Saturday. You have people lying, telling Israel that their nationality don't matter. The color don't matter. Where you come from don't matter. Christ don't care about none of that. But when I read the scriptures, Yahshua said, I am coming to gather Israel. I am coming to give you peace. I am coming to place you back in your own land. And none shall make you afraid. I'm going to get you fame and a name that all the world may know. That my tabernacle is in the midst of Israel. But nobody care who Israel is. They believe the Jewish people is Israel. Indo-Europeans coming from Europe. By a mandate by the United Nations. Then they went to war during the Balfour Declaration. 1947, 1948. Then gave these people a land that don't belong to them. Because I don't know if y'all know this, they tried to give them Uganda. They didn't want Uganda. They tried to give them East Africa. They didn't want East Africa. Why they wanted so-called Palestine? I say so-called. Because our land was never called Palestine. It was never called the land of Canaan. It was called the land flowing with milk and honey, or the promised land. So you have to understand something about your brother Esau. And I got a lesson coming up this Thursday with my brother Shorsham. It's called The History of Esau. And we're going to break down the history of what this man truly did. And when you find out what Esau did and who Esau is perpetrating today and how he is hiding himself through your nationality. See, Esau was never converted to your way of life. The Maccabees made his behind after defeating him. They made him circumcise his children. They made him keep the way of life of the Israelites and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Why y'all think Herod was king of Judea? What is they doing in our land? You're going to find out next Thursday, and we're going to show you the history. How did Idumea get so close to our proximity of land? Why did Herod have some people called the Heronians? You're going to find out. These was men of Herod, not the real priests. That's why Christ told him, you of your father the devil. And the lust of your father, you gonna do. They told Christ, we was never in captivity to no man. You know that wasn't the real priest. Because they was in captivity under the Romans. So why would they make a statement like that? Because Herod had the Heronians. And Herod and them knew about our way of life. From the time of the Maccabees, meaning the time of the Greeks. When they made Esau circumcise his children and keep the laws of Yah. But the Indo-European is not so. He was converted to Judaism. Because they didn't want Mohammedism, and they didn't want Christianity. Guess what they wanted? Palestine. I wonder why. so they can perpetrate a fraud to the world and also get billions of dollars of what they don't deserve. That's what these Indo-Europeans and your brother Esau is perpetrating the fraud. You cannot get Esau mixed up with the Indo-Europeans. Esau is Shemitic. He is not no Indo-European. Esau is a Hebrew. He's not Indo-European. He do not come from the stock of Japheth. He come from the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just like Ishmael. He's a Hebrew, not an Israelite. Esau is a Hebrew, not an Israelite. The Moabites and Ammonites are Hebrews, not Israelites. We have to understand this, people. So next Thursday, we're going to deal with our brother Esau, and we're going to show you his perpetual hatred and what he did after 70 AD. That's what we're going to deal with. So I pray this helps somebody. I pray somebody got some understanding that Resurrection Sunday is a lie. Do anybody have any questions for me? Because we answer questions over here. Do anybody have any questions? Anything you want to ask? Let your words and your questions be known. No, Esau is not the Ashkenazi Jews, people. The Ashkenazi Jews are Indo-Europeans, are Khazarians. Esau is not a Khazarian. Esau is not a Russian. Esau don't come from Poland. Esau is not the one that was dwelling in the Caucasus Mountain, people. Esau come from a civilized background. He was just a hunter. But he is not the ones that was, come on, man. Like, where's this coming from? Esau is not no Ashkenazi Jew. Ashkenazi Jews come from the children of Japhet. So how can Esau be an Ashkenazi Jew when the children of Japhet was born before Esau? Oh, man. Help us, Lord. Whew. Help us. Oh, my God. Help us, Father. You right, though, Pedro. They say that, though. Esau. I can't wait the next Thursday when we show y'all this. Y'all going to be blown away. Y'all going to be blown away. Because we understand that Esau took wives of the Canaanites, the Hittites, and also women of the Ishmaelites. Okay? So we understand that Esau spread his seed. No different than any other race of people. You know, everybody be mixing and intermingling. But the Bible say, I have made you small among the heathen. You would not be able to hide yourself no more. The question you have to ask, how is Esau hiding himself? And through who is he hiding himself? That's the question. That's the question you have to ask. Who is he hiding himself through? And who is he today? Because when I show y'all this history, these books that I got and maps, you're going to find out that Esau is hiding himself, and we see him too. And we know what he's doing because he always plotting schemes against his brother Jacob because he have a perpetual hatred. So do anybody have any questions? Anything y'all want to ask? Please, please don't be afraid to ask. Whatever y'all want to ask, please ask, family. If I know it, I'll break it down. If I don't know it, I'll just tell you I don't understand. And I want to say this to the people that's teaching our people. And I say this respectfully and humbly. Some of y'all are so high-minded, think this truth is about you, to where when our people come to y'all channels and they want to ask questions, you disrespecting your brothers and sisters because they don't agree with you. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I don't disrespect them. Ask your questions, let it be known, and let's get some understanding. But y'all shut down your brothers and sisters from asking questions because you don't want them to challenge your doctrine because maybe you're not telling the truth. See, if you're telling the truth, you don't mind answering questions. You're not afraid to answer questions. Even if they disagree with you, which is fine because we don't all see everything the same way. But for you to reject questions and have your chat box disrespecting Israelites, calling them dumb, calling them lost, they of their father the devil. Don't you know how retarded you sound for somebody to come in the whole one chat box and the whole chat attacking one person because they challenge your teacher? Don't you know you're not walking in the spirit doing that? You don't know these people to be calling these people all these filthy derogatory names. That's a retarded way of thinking. I'm just keeping it real. I got to keep it real. For you to attack your brothers and call them devils, and you just trying to cause confusion, and you lost, and you not in the truth, y'all always got something to say about people you don't even know. You don't even know these people. You don't know what knowledge they have. You don't know if they read their Bible every day. You don't know what the Most High doing with them. But because they disagree with you, they got to be all these filthy names. Because you have a microphone and they're in the chat box. They can't respond back to you. So it's going to make it look like you victorious. Hey, get that person out the chat box. They trying to cause confusion. And all that person did is say, I disagree with you, brother. Instead of you saying, well, show me what you disagree with. Come hit the link, brother, and let's have a civil dialogue. Y'all don't even do that because you're afraid. What you're afraid of? Because you know you teaching lies and you don't want it to be challenged in front of your audience. But if you're teaching the truth, you don't mind being challenged in front of your audience. Like my elder Barawak always say, if you teaching the truth, it can always stand in a full cross-examination. Let me say that one more time. Like my elder Barawak always say, if you know you really teaching truth, you do not mind what you teaching to go through a full cross-examination. You're not afraid of that. That's why the elders always say, if you disagree, we'll drop the link. Because I know they teaching the truth. They know they teaching the truth. Y'all know they teaching the truth. Y'all sure know they teaching the truth. That's why they not afraid for it to be cross-examined. But I'm putting this out here for our brothers and our sisters who are attacking other Israelite brothers and sisters because they are in the chat box. So in your mind, they don't know nothing. Who told you that? Because Sis Shannon, she don't teach on the channel. And I guarantee you, she didn't help me with more understanding in books, her an essential growth that I didn't even know about. But do they got to be teaching on the platform for me to accept the understanding that Yah has blessed them with? Don't you know how foolish you sound? So I'm supposed to reject knowledge because they're in the chat box. Oh, man. Y'all don't understand how much these two sisters then helped me to connect dots with our other books for me to get a better understanding of a lot of our history. But you don't know that though, because they're in the chat box. That doesn't mean nothing because they're in the chat box, family. A lot of brothers and sisters have just as much knowledge as me or anybody else have in the chat box. They just don't have a channel. But that don't mean they don't study like you. That don't mean that y'all's not dealing with them like he dealing with you. Y'all got to get out of this mindset, thinking that you bigger than the truth. Like they say in the gangs, nobody bigger than the program. Brother, you're not bigger than the program. This is one body. This is one people. We all Israelites. So why you think Yah is dealing with you in a different level than any other Israelite? Now, do Yah elevate certain men and women to different heights? Absolutely. But you're not bigger than the program. Nobody's bigger than the program. So that's why we got to humble ourselves with each other, because you're not bigger than the program. Who are you? There you go. Elder Barawak said his wife teach him Hebrew. Hold on, fam. Y'all sure y'all don't have no questions? Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, but look, Elder Barawak wife Sagala teach him Hebrew. Y'all see that? She teach him Hebrew. She teach him Hebrew. What about Esau's sons mixing Okay, I got you. What about Esau's sons mixing with the descendants of Japheth in the book of, hey, Jeremiah? I'm glad you said that. That's going to tie in, my brother, to what we're going to show for it on Thursday, because we got to keep it real. Some of Esau do look like Europeans, because what my brother just told y'all. See, Esau went up there and he mixed with them Romans, and he was messing with them women, because after 70 AD, I don't want to give everything away, but after 70 AD, when we got kicked out the land, Esau didn't have no home, y'all, because there was a group called the Nebateans. In 325, they dispelled Esau from his home and gave him the name Idumean. That's what the Greeks called him. So Esau moved in a territory of the Israelites, which is called Hebron. When we came back after 70 AD, Esau was in our gates. He wouldn't even let us get into some of our territory. So what my brother is telling y'all is the truth. So after 70 AD, Esau didn't have a home. So what did he do? He went north. He went up there with the children of Japhet, and he intermingled with the Romans. Now remember, Esau was already ready, a red-looking baby. A red-looking baby. He was red. What we'll say today, say red. Esau had red hair and everything. He was red. But he went up there and mingled with the Romans. So what you think them babies gonna come out looking like? There you go, family. So some of Esau do look like European, but not all of them look like European, because he also messed with the Ishmaelite women. He also messed with the Hittite women and the Canaanite women. So not all Esau look European, but some of them do look European. That's why your brother Esau is hiding himself through your nationality, family. And you're going to find out Thursday, the man is deceitful. The Bible say Esau is deceitful and a bloody man. That's what the book say. He a bloody man and deceitful. He got a perpetual hatred. And when you got kicked out of in 70 AD, that boy Esau came back and did what, KJ? Stole your nationality. And now he claiming to be you with the Indo-European Jews. See, it's two types of Jews on the earth today. You got the Indo-European Jew, which is like the Ashkenazi Jew, the Khazarian Jew, the Russian Jew, the Poland Jew. Esau is none of these things, family. Esau is living amongst these Indo-Europeans, trying to hide himself, claiming your nationality. And you're going to find out Thursday that this is all true. I got books. I got documentation. I'm not talking about that I got it. Google, no, books, pages. They saying this about Esau and what he did, telling on themselves. So the brother right that he did mix with the Romans. But not all Esau look like no European. Some of them do, though. And you're going to find out Thursday. Right. Yeah, but Jeremiah E. Yeah, you're right, brother. In the book of Jasher, Esau mixed with the Romans and intermingled with them women. That's facts. That's facts. But like I said, everybody did a lot of intermingling. But Esau did too, family. But is all of Esau look like European? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you're going to find out that you got two types of Jews today. Because I got a book by a sister. This a black woman wrote this book. Her name is Ella J. Hughes. And she wrote a book. And she got documentation in this book that proves that the Indo-European Jew and Esau are not the same. Even though they are claiming to be Jews, they are not the same. Because one comes from Japheth and one is an Edomite or Idumean or Esau. So in Ezekiel 35, what did Esau say? These two countries, I want them to be mine. What two countries? Samaria and Judea. Why did he want them? Because he didn't have no home to go to. They dispelled him in 325 by the Nabateans. They took Esau land and the Nabateans was dwelling in that land. So where did Esau go? He moved into our gates, people. Better go read Obadiah. Like Notorious Hebrew told y'all last week, that Esau laid his hand on our substance. How did he do it? Around that Babylonian captivity. That's why the Maccabees was fighting his behind. Because what he did, moving into our land. Man, let me be quiet. We're going to deal with it on Thursday, though. But I got a lot of documentation. We're going to prove all of this. We're going to let the Bible break everything down, the history of Esau, what he did, who he is today, how he hiding himself through our nationality. Because I also have maps that's going to show you that in 830 BC, Idumean was on the map. And then around another time frame, Idumea was on the map. But then on one of the maps, Idumea is gone. I wonder why. Because if you're going to disguise yourself in another man's nationality, you got to remove your name off the map. So nobody won't know who you are. Because you disguising yourself in another man's nationality. And that's exactly what Esau did, people. Esau is claiming to be us with the Indo-European Jews. Just lying to the world, saying that they the Jews. And the Most High didn't like that. Because they perpetrating the fraud. And y'all remember he said that Japheth should dwell in the tents of Shem. Where's Japheth, the Indo-European Jew, dwelling at in the tents of Shem? Because all that area where they dwelling there was given to Shem's children. So this is deep, people. We're going to break it down, though. I got you. Negro League, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I agree with you. I agree with that. Asians are Japheth. Yes, I agree with you. That's why when you look at Russia, Gog and Magog and all them, when the Bible say he got a nation coming from the north, he's talking about Russia. You got Tubal and Meshach and Javan and all them around that Turkey area, Asian Minor and all that. Yeah, the Caspian, Black Sea and all that. Yes, absolutely, my brother. The Asians are the children of Japhet. Absolutely. Yeah, so I agree with you with that one. That the Asians, yes, I agree. It's all Asia Minor. I agree with that, but we just going by their terminology. They be with Europe and all that. But when you look at Jubilees and when they got off the boat, the Most High didn't call these places these names that we call them. He called Ham land the land of Ham, the land of Japhet, or the land of Shem. That's the real terminology if you want to be real, because he didn't call Africa Africa. He called it the land of Ham. So this is all the sons and daughters of Ham in his territory, all the sons and daughters of Japhet in his territory, all the sons and daughters of Shem in their territory. It wasn't called all this. Yes, Gog and Magog prophecy in the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel 37, Ezekiel 38. So when you understand these things, that it's not that Japheth's children is not going to reap what they have done. Because I want y'all to think about this before I go. In the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, he say, I'm going to bring a nation against you whose tongue you do not understand. How can that be Esau when we understood Esau's tongue? Esau spoke Hebrew. So how can Esau be the nation whose tongue we don't understand, but we understood his tongue? Like, you got to make that make sense. Yes. Hey, did not he mix? Absolutely, Gregory. When you read Genesis 14, my brother, it talks about the Horites and how they dwelt in Seir, Mount Seir, before Esau. But then the Most High took it from the Horites, who Esau mingled with, and gave it to Esau. So when we came out of Egypt, the Horites was not dwelling in Mount Seir no more. It was Esau, because the Most High gave it to Esau, which is Mount Seir, which is Petra. The Horites was dwelling there first, not Esau. So the brother is right. The brother Gregory Johnson is right that Esau also mingled with the Horites, and the Most High took the land from the Horites and gave it to Esau. This is facts. It's in the Bible. Genesis 14, Deuteronomy chapter 2 talks about Esau getting the land from the Horites. So that is facts. Pedro, that right there, brother, if you can just send me some documentation that I can read that, because I don't want to tell the people that, because I'm not sure about that, because I never read that. Pedro said the Horites was half human, half fallen angels, Neanderthal bloodline. Look, just send me something to my email, because I'm not saying you're wrong, brother. I just want to read it. I just want to see if you can send me something that I can validate it. That's all. What was Negro lead? Talk to me. What was, my brother? He said that was referring to the 10 lost tribe, brother. What was? Okay, Pedro, appreciate you. Okay, my sister Central Growth said, Jasher 57 and verse 35. And the children of Esau took all belongings in the land of the children of Seir, also their flocks, their bullocks, and their goods, and all belonging to the children of Seir, according to their families. Negro lead, when you say East Africa, if you don't mind, what you mean East Africa? Are you talking about East Africa like Ethiopia, or East Africa meaning the so-called Middle East? Because I don't believe that our land is in what we know today as the continent of Africa. I do believe our land is Northeast Africa or East Africa, where like so-called Palestine, dwelling from east to west of the Jordan River. That's what I believe, because that's what the Bible support. I don't believe that our land is in the land of Ham. It doesn't make any sense. The Most High would never do that. He will not give us an inheritance in another man's inheritance. So, big salute, Yohanan. Yeah, our land, and I did plenty lessons on this, showing what the true land of Israel, the true land of Zion. I did so many lessons on it that I proved it with the Bible. I proved it with the maps. Our land. Now, don't get me wrong. Did our people migrate to the continent of Africa? Absolutely. Did the northern 10 tribes, when they left the Assyrian captivity, migrate to Africa, where Ham's children at? Absolutely. Did the children of Judah and Jerusalem flee into Africa after 70 AD? Absolutely. So you migrated there. So I don't understand how people can't see that if you're going to migrate to another man's land, how now do it become your land if you migrated to another man's land? Doesn't make any sense. If you migrated there, it doesn't belong to you. So that means you went to hide among other black folk that look like you. But you're going back home to that so-called Middle East because the real land of Zion is in the East. Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh had their land east of the Jordan River. They never had their land where Ham's children at. Even Esau was dwelling in the south by the Red Sea and Saudi Arabia. We was dwelling by Esau. We was dwelling by the Moabites. We was dwelling by the Ammonites. So how are you going to take all these tribes and put them on the continent of Africa and say, now this land belongs to us now? Nah, it don't work like that. Oh, no, you good, Negro lead. I'm just saying that for the people that be teaching this. They teach that we going back home to the continent of Africa, but the Most High said in the scriptures, from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my daughter's going to bring my offering. So if beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, which is the Nile River, how you going to stay there when he just said from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, you're going to bring my offering? But y'all lying saying that's our land, but he's going to gather you from Africa. Didn't he say that in the book of Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11? I'm going to gather you from Ethiopia. I'm going to gather you from Shinar, which is around that Babylonian, Iraqi area. I'm going to gather you from Hamat. I'm going to gather you from Assyria. I'm going to gather you from Egypt. Come on, people. That's what the book say. That's what the book say. I keep trying to tell people, the Most High is a mastermind. Yahshua is a mastermind. And y'all can go fact check me. You can go fact check me. Please do. When the children of Noah got off the boat, when the boat landed in Mount Ararat, the children of Ham had to go south and then turn west. That's it. That's it. There's no other way they could have went to get to what we know as the continent of Africa, which is the land of Ham. They had to come down south from Mount Ararat, and then they turned in west. That's book. We, the children of Israel, Shem inheritance started from the Indian Ocean. So when he told Abraham, your inheritance shall start from the river Euphrates, he say, and the uttermost parts of your border should be to the Mediterranean Sea, to the wilderness. What wilderness? The Negev desert. Then he said, we was going to be dwelling from east and west of the Jordan River. So when you look at our land in totality, let me show it on the map. It's a big old piece of land. See, everybody trying to make our land because these fake Jews then made a state of Israel. But let me show you how big our land is real quick. I'd rather show this so people can see it for themselves. How big the land is. Okay, here we go. Let me open up my window real quick. And I got all my Esau stuff ready to go, so I don't want to mess that up. Because my computer did an update the other day and wiped all of my stuff. I had to go put it all back in order, man. So let me open up this window real quick so y'all can see this. Our land is not small, people. Even though everybody want to make it small. It's not small. It's a big old piece of land. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's all my Esau stuff. Okay, let me see. Hold up. Let me open it again. Okay. Y'all see this? Let me bag it up a little bit. Let me bring it in. This is all our land, people. Y'all see it say Manasseh? This is east of the Jordan River. You got Gad right here, east of the Jordan River. And you got Reuben, east of the Jordan River. He go to Negev desert, right here, the Negev. He go Beersheba. He go to Judean Hills. He go Jerusalem. He go Canaan. The point that I'm saying is that our land is not little, people. Y'all remember that Moses died on Mount Nebo, people, looking at all the land west. And this is where they got the name Canaan from, because when Ham's children got off the boat, one of his sons named Canaan, he saw our land, which is Lebanon, and he stole it and called the land after his name. And that's where you get Canaan from. If y'all ever notice that in Psalms 83, all the people that are named are our surrounding neighbors. Like the Moabites right here. Look, he go to Moabites. He go to Ammonites. He go to Philistines. Okay, then you had Tyre and Sidon up here by the Mediterranean Sea up here. These were all our neighboring, enemies. And we always got into it with them too. He go to plains of Moab. Y'all remember? This belongs to Reuben, the plains of Moab. And then Esau is down here by the Red Sea. You just can't see him, but he down there. Let me see. Esau was dwelling down here. So, come on, man. You can't go against the scriptures, bro. I know y'all want the continent of Africa to be your homeland so bad, boy, but it's not. I'm sorry. You're going home to the so-called Middle East. That's where the real Zion at. This where the real Zion at. Y'all see this word right here? Go look this word up. This word is in the Bible. It belongs into a territory with Judah. It's called Harai. Today, if you go look at this place and find the pictures, they call it Telluride. And guess what? It sits on a hill, my holy hill of Zion, but it's desolate though. Like the Bible say, Jerusalem should be desolate while she enjoy her Sabbaths, keep the feast days while we not in the land. Now she get the rest because she did not rest when we was in the land. So if Jerusalem is desolate, How are these so-called fake Jews dwelling in Jerusalem? I thought Jerusalem was desolate without an inhabitant, because they're not dwelling in the real Jerusalem. People, they call that place Israel or Jerusalem. That Wailing Wall is not from the 70 AD temple, man. It's not. That was not left one stone upon another when we got kicked out. When they destroyed Jerusalem in 70 AD, they didn't leave one stone upon another. So that Wailing Wall is not from the temple. That's not the real Jerusalem. They not the real people. That so-called fake state of Israel is a made-up state with made-up people. That's what it is. They not the people of the book. And Esau, you over there too, trying to hide yourself, boy. We got a history that's telling on you. And we're going to expose you Thursday. We're going to expose you, Esau. So yeah, our land is big, people. Our land big. Our land humongous. Y'all don't see the map? Was y'all able to see this map? Let me see. Was y'all able to see that map? Okay. Do anybody got any more questions before I go? As a matter of fact, Mount Zion is in the Middle East. They changed the make to Jabal El Laws. That's facts. Facts, Sis Shannon. Facts, Sis Shannon. Y'all can go get that off of the real Google Earth, because you can't manipulate Google Earth. And go type in Harad. It's going to show you that Zion sit on the hill, people. The real Zion sit on the hill. A dude tried to come some years ago. He was like, hey, Judah, no, it's not until Harad. Dog, there's a scripture in the Bible say Harad was given to Judah. What are you talking about? It's in the Bible. Harad. They call it a Canaanitish territory in ancient time because the Canaanites stole the land, bruh. That's what they did. They stole the land. So yeah, it is true. Harad or Jabal El Laws, just like they changed Mount Sinai, what did Arabians call it? Do they call it Mount Sinai? No. They got a gate around it too. They don't want them fake Jews going over there trying to dig for things over there. The Most High is very intelligent, man. He not letting them Jewish people dig for nothing in that Mount Sinai territory, which is called the wilderness in the Bible, or the desert. Because Mount Paran is also over there, right? And that's where the children of Ishmael was dwelling at, by Mount Paran in Midian. Guess what? They was dwelling by Mount Paran, by Mount Sinai, which is Saudi Arabia. You can go look these things up, people. And that's why I be trying to tell our people, you have to read for yourself, man. Don't take nothing nobody say. Read for yourself, so when people asking questions, you can answer these things. See, I read a lot about history. I got books. I read the scriptures. The first thing I did was master the Bible. And I'm still learning. But if you don't master the scriptures and you try to master history, but you don't understand the scriptures, how you going to put two and two together? That means read the Bible first. Get understanding of prophecy. Read the Bible. Understand who the nations are. Understand who the players. Because this is like the Most High wrote out a script. And he got all the actors and the players. And they playing their position. And we playing our position. So if once you find out what is going on in prophecy and who are the nations today, you're going to understand this book, man. And you're going to understand history. See, Rome, everybody keep thinking that Rome is no more. We still under Rome, people. Rome took a deadly blow in 476 AD. The Bible say the deadly wound was healed. So we still under Rome. Why you think the Pope is the most powerful man on the earth? Vatican City is Rome. They kiss his ring. He's the king of the earth, not your American president. The Pope is the one they bow down to. The Pope is the one that can change times and laws, not America. So Rome is still kicking and pushing. The deadly wound was healed. Revelation 13. Who was it healed through? What we know today is the United Nations, or the European Union. The European Union is how the deadly wound was healed. So when you read Revelation 13 and it say they had 10 crowns on their head, these are the 10 leaders of the European Union, 10 representatives of these 10 nations. When it get down to it, it's going to only be 10 that can vote. But it got like 100 and some nations a part of it. But what did Yah say? He said 10, it's going to be 10. You got to go read the treaties of Rome. Why did they sign the treaties of Rome? It was to bring the European common market under one market, that all of Europe can flow through this one market. And don't you know, when you join the European Union, you got to give up some of your power, some of your sovereignty. What did the Bible say? They gave their power to the beast. That's what happened when you join the European Union. You give up some of your power. So the Bible on point. The Bible is accurate. It's just that people not accurate, because they either not reading the Bible every day, they have their own agendas, or they not giving y'all the time to where they can get this understanding. So you got to read. No. You right, Sis Shannon. Jabal El Laws is Mount Sinai. My sister's not lying. You can go look it up, fact check. What they call Jabal El's Laws today is Mount Sinai, and is in the Middle East by the Red Sea and the land of Edom. That's where Mount Sinai is. And Paul told you in Galatians chapter 4 that Mount Sinai is in Arabia. That's where the mountain of God at, in Arabia. Mount Sinai, which today is called Jabal El Laws. All right, if nobody don't got any more questions, man, I'm going to go and get up out of here then. But I want to wait. Do anybody got any more questions? Any more questions? I'm just trying to see, do anybody got any questions? Yes. Yes, Notorious Hebrew. Absolutely. Hey, Elder Bear Walk, if you send it to me, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to email it to you. Yeah. If Pedro send it to me, then I'm going to just email it to you. I got you. I'm just going up to see if anybody got anything else. Okay. Central Growth said the children of Esau and the children of Esau dwelt in Seir in the place of the children of Seir until this day. And the children of Esau divided the land into divisions to the 5 sons of Esau. So when it said they dwell in Seir instead of the children of Seir, it's talking about the Horites, because that's who was there before the Edomites, the Horites. The Horites. And I want to say this. The northern 10 tribes are still scattered in Africa, or the continent of Africa. So a lot of our brothers and sisters, they are still in South Africa, East Africa, North Africa, West Africa. A lot of the 10 tribes and remnants of Judah, they are still scattered on the continent of Africa. I have to say that. So nobody don't think that I'm saying that because that's not our homeland does not mean our people are not there. The northern 10 tribes are scattered all throughout the continent of Africa. So when you hear a lot of Israelites saying, them are all Hamites, stop it, man. How you going to just say that's a Hamite just by looking at somebody? You can't do that, man. Because a lot of our people are there. You got the Bantu, the Igbo, you got the Limba. Our people scattered everywhere all throughout the continent of Africa. So you can't just look at somebody and say that's a Hamite. Now, it don't work like that. And I want y'all to notice the majority of a lot of Israelites, they are in sub-Saharan Africa, which is South Africa. That's where Canaan was supposed to go in the time of the Jubilees when the boat landed in Mount Ararat, because he gave Cush east. That's the Cushites. He gave Mizraim west of Cush, which is Egypt. And he gave Put west of him, which is Libya. And west of him, he gave to Canaan, which was sub-Saharan Africa as we know it today. Because when you read Jubilees, Canaan land was by the South Atlantic Ocean. That's book. That's Jubilees. Canaan did not go to his homeland. And I find it funny that a lot of Israelites are not dwelling in his land where he was supposed to go, which is sub-Saharan Africa, South Africa. A lot of Israelites are scattered there. So that goes to show you how the Most High got a personality. You're going to steal my people land. I'm going to let my people dwell all in your land where you was supposed to go. Because Canaan didn't go to his homeland. He went to the Israelites' homeland, which is called Lebanon. And he named it Canaan. And his children dwelt there. Until the time when we come out of Egypt, Moses died on Mount Nebo, east of the Jordan River. Joshua and all the rest of the children of Israel crossed west of the Jordan River, and they had a fight with who? The Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Girgashites, the Amorites. Why was they fighting these people? Because they stole our land. That's what happened when you steal. You get in trouble. And once we dispelled them, well, we didn't even really dispel them because we hard-headed. They dwelt with the children of Israel in their inheritance. We didn't get Jerusalem back until David was king, when he fought the Jebusites in the south and called it the city of David. So that's it for me, man. But next Thursday, though, we're going to be dealing with Esau. We're going to prove without a shadow of a doubt that our brother stole our nationality, that our brother is claiming to be us with the Indo-European Jew. Esau is not an Indo-European Jew. Esau is not Russia. Esau is not Germany. Esau is not Poland. Esau is not an Ashkenazi Jew. Esau is none of these things, people. Esau is a Shemite. And Esau did not come out no Caucasian man. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Esau was ruddy. Esau was ruddy. Esau was not Caucasian. Esau is what we look at a red Negro and say red, let me holler at you, boy. That's Esau. Red hair, red blush in his face. Still a Negro, though. He just was red. I don't think he was an albino red. I think he was just red with red hair. But y'all want to make Esau that two black parents had a full Caucasian. Show me that where somebody had a full Caucasian. I promise you, Hundo, that's facts. Some of Esau is in Africa. That is facts. That is facts. That's facts, what he's saying, y'all. Hundo in that line. Some of Esau still in Africa. Some of Esau in the so-called Middle East. Some of Esau there dwelling where the Ishmaelites was dwelling at. The Most High say, I made you small among the heathen. Man, you are greatly despised. Why? What did he do? He stole your nationality. He claiming to be you. He perpetrating a fraud. Some of Esau is in Africa, people. So you can't just say Esau is a white man or he look like a white man. Esau mingled his seed all over the place. So you think he just looked like a white man? And I'm going to ask one more time. Can somebody show me a black man and a black woman who had a full Caucasian baby where the baby did not come out mixed? Show me. I'm talking about just full Caucasian. No mixture. You ain't never seen that in your life. And no black man and no black woman had a baby and the baby was full Caucasian. But y'all going to make Esau a full Caucasian man. Stop it, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Japhet wasn't Caucasian either. Now that's a subject right there that I got to do more research, and I've been searching, but I've been learning from my brother Tim, because Tim real good when it comes to finding out who is Japhet. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot to dig through, man, because Japhet wasn't no Caucasian, dog. But I do know this, in this book, this Jubilees, this book, he gave Japhet the north quarters, which is the north, where it's cold at. But I cannot tell you how all them Caucasian people get up there. I don't know, y'all. I got to do my research. How? Because Japhet wasn't Caucasian at all. We know that without all. A matter of fact, nobody was Caucasian back in those days. It wasn't about color back in the day. It was about your father's house, what tribe you come from, the language you speak, your culture. Where did Caucasian people come from? Some people say the fallen angels. Some people say a lot of mixing and mingling. I don't know. But I know that Japhet wasn't no Caucasian at all. At all. So race back in those days didn't matter. It wasn't about race and your skin color because everybody looked the same. That's why when Noah came out, you see that it told you what Noah looked like. When Esau came out, you see it told you what he looked like, because when Jacob came out, he looked like everybody else in the house, but not Esau and not Noah. So it described what they looked like. It didn't describe what Jacob looked like. So we know these are not Caucasian people. Japhet was not a Caucasian either, but I don't know what happened to him. I got to read it. You don't really hear about Japhet too much in the Bible, like going to a lot of battles, and you don't really hear about him too much. Once he went up north, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how all them Caucasian people get up there. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. Yeah, you right. That's why I ain't going no further. I ain't going no further. But I do know Gog and Magog and all them, that's Russia. But I can't tell you how that complexion changed. I can't tell you. So if anybody got some information to help me out with it. I can just go by what I can read or where these nations are dwelling at today. But the original Japhite, he wasn't Caucasian. He looked just like his brothers, Noah, Ham, Shem, Japhet. They all had skin color, dark complexion. Now, wherever that range from, that ruddy range from, only the Most High know, because we have to understand this. The Bible don't give you every little detail. Like, it's not going to tell you every little thing that happened. It's going to give you what y'all want us to know. It's going to give you what he want us to know. So how did Japhet lighten up due to being conquered by Esau when Esau also had color? That's my question to you, since I obviously need to do more research. You just said that Japhet lightened up due to being conquered by Esau, and Esau wasn't even white back in those days. So how did he lighten up and Japhet also had color? You got to make it make sense what you're trying to say. As taught, Noah was an albino. You know, that's what the Enoch say. He came out albino. That's why his daddy took out running. His daddy took out running from him. And Nick Rogue Lead, if you got some information that can help me, just help me. You ain't got to try to talk about you just said, bruh. We ain't got to do all that. If you got some information, just help me out or equip me where I don't know, but you don't got to try to act like you catching me up in something, bruh. Because you just said that he lightened up by Esau, but Esau wasn't white, bro. So what are you talking about? Nobody not saying Caucasian is a color. I'm asking you. You just said that Japhet lightened up by mixing with Esau, but Esau wasn't white back in those days, and you don't know what his skin complexion looked like. We just know he was red. So where that ranged from, we know it was ruddy, and we know David was ruddy. So how did he lighten up by mixing with Esau when Esau also is ruddy like David? Make it make sense, bro. Like, what are you trying to say? Hondo, absolutely. Enoch let us know that Noah daddy took off running. That because I'm telling you, everybody in that time, they had dark color. So if you're looking at your son Noah and he looking different, the Enoch say he took off running. Like, man, who baby is this? Where this baby come from? Yeah, but yeah, the Bible do, Enoch do say that Noah, he looked it different from everybody around him. I never seen a white man. Oh my God, bro. Hey, do anybody else got any questions? It's just like I never seen a black man, bro. Color, ain't nobody white, ain't nobody black. We just use these terminologies. Do anybody else got any questions? Because when it get to getting to stuff like this, man, I'm not trying to. Hey, do anybody else got any questions? Of course, we never seen a white man, just like we never seen a black man. Black is a color. But we just use the terminology because they're just, hey, this is black. Because if I say brown people, everybody gonna jump on the bandwagon. Oh man, I'm included. I'm brown. So do anybody else got any questions? Because if you ain't gonna help me with the information, you just want to be right, then now you're in the wrong place, brother. We help each other over here. If I don't know something, just give me the information. It's like you're trying to catch me. How you just said, man. If nobody don't got no more questions for KJ, big salute to y'all family. Next week, we doing the lesson on Esau. Y'all gonna see for y'allself all the documentation, all the history I got. They're just like me and my elders. If I need something from my elders, I just go to them and say, hey, Elder Barrel, Elder Yashia, y'all can help me out with this, man. I'm a little stuck. They don't try to catch me up and say, hey, you just said though. Hold on. You just said that. Bro, if you want to be right, bro, just go start you a channel and go teach and you can be right. But I'm not trying to be right. I'm just trying to gather information where I can get help at. That's it. Esau was red like ram skin dyed. Read Exodus. I don't need to read it. I didn't already read it. I got documentation say ruddy is the dark-skinned Hebrews. But Esau color was told to us through the scriptures of what he looked like. It say he came out red. It didn't say that Jacob came out red because Jacob looked like everybody in the house. So whatever that red that Esau looked like ranged from, he still had pigmentation. But you just say Japhet lightened up by messing with Esau. But you can't tell me what Japhet looked like. How you know Japhet was light-skinned? He don't say that. So that means you don't know. So you just making up stuff. Reddish brown, absolutely. I believe that Esau was reddish brown, meaning if I got partners that we used to call red, but that still was a Negro. He was just red, but he still had pigmentation, but he was just red. Say red, that's it, man. I didn't say albino. I said red. Albino and what Esau looked like is two different things, man. Esau was not no albino. The Bible just described the man as red, which is still ruddy like David. Whatever that ranged from, it ranged from. But when I look up the word ruddy, it's a dark-skinned Hebrew. But we know that Esau was red. It's just that simple, man. We ain't got to go no further. We ain't got to add to it. The man was red. Japhet came out with pigmentation just like Ham, just like Shem, just like Noah. What I see today, dwelling in the Europe and all that, I can't explain that. Somebody got to help me out with that. Because where Caucasian people come from? Because I don't believe Japhet was Caucasian at all. And the terminology of what people use, these are white people. No, ain't nobody white. Ain't nobody black. Some people say that some people say that these are fallen angels that these Europeans come from. I can't validate that. I'm just going about things I hear. But can I validate that? No, I can't, because I don't know. So I just go by the information that other people is conveying. But what I see today, whether that's people saying these are the children of Japhet, and when people say, well, how did they look like the way they look today? Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's just like, I know that Esau mixed with the Romans, though. I know that for a fact. Esau mixed with the Romans. And Esau did a lot of mixing. So do all of Esau look like how he looked back in the day? Man, no. The Bible says you have spoiled your seed and made yourself small among the heathen. Esau mingled his seed all over the place. Just like a lot of our people, we mingle our seed all over the place. Does that negate the fact we still Israel? No, it don't. It just we do a lot of mixing like everybody else. Esau came out red. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I got your Elder Barrel Walk. Let me just show it right quick, man. Because one thing I heard my elders say, and I follow this method too. We don't add conjecture, bro. The Bible not gonna give us every little details. So if he say Esau came out red, that's all I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna go look up what ruddy mean, and I'm gonna stick with that. I'm not gonna say, oh, he was light skinned, brown skinned, dark skinned. I don't know that. I'm just going out what ruddy mean. So if ruddy say dark skin, but when Esau came out, he said red, he was just a red Negro. That's it. And that's it, man. Let me look up the word ruddy right quick, man. It's just that simple, bro. All right, here y'all go. I'm gonna show y'all two ways, so it can be out of the mouth of two. Okay, here we go. And then I'm gone after this, y'all. I'm gone. I gotta get up out of here. All right, let me open up the window real quick. Oh yeah, I got you, Astar, because like it start off good, and then they just start, and then that's when I gotta like leave it alone. I gotta leave it alone because it start off good, and then they be trying to catch me up in something instead of just dealing with me like a brother. Oh, I got that Negro. I got him. What you trying to get me for, dog? I'm just trying to learn too. I don't know everything. I'm trying to learn myself. All right, here y'all go. Let me see. Oh my God. Let me show it again. Okay, here we go. Here go one. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Hold up. Let me bring it in close. And then I'll show the other one after this. Let me see. I got to make sure it's on the screen. Y'all bear with me real quick. So I can make sure y'all can see it. Before I read this, I want to make sure. Okay. It's on the screen. Let me bring it in some. Okay, this is the International Standard Bible Encyclopedia from 1915. It say the word ruddy, the rendering of various forms of H131 to be read. The dark-skinned Israelites regarded a ruddy complexion as a mark of beauty. In the Old Testament passages, as in Genesis 25:25, the reference may be to red hair. So let me keep going. It says to blush. Ruddy is the form taken by the adjective red when used as a term or praise of the human skin. And this is its use in the Bible. The Hebrew and Greek word are all usual words for red or to be red. The dark-skinned Hebrews found great beauty in a clear complexion. You see what it said? Ruddy, dark-skinned Hebrew. So let me get one more. Hold up, y'all. Let me get another one. Here go another one right here. Let me bring this in. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ruddy, dark skin of the Hebrews. Ruddy, dark skin of the Hebrews. Ruddy. There you go. So when we say Esau was red, you can't add to the scriptures and start saying what color red you think that is. Whether you say that's light red, that's dark red, that's a shade. No, you can't do that. You can just say he came out red. But we know he still had melanin though. But you can't add to the scriptures and say what kind of red you think that was because y'all didn't tell us what kind. He just say he came out red. And we got a lot of family members that we call red. That's just what it is. Okay, family. Yeah, thank you for that, elder, just to prove that. But yeah, I'm going after this, family. I think that's it. I think we didn't prove enough. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to get this advice. When we come together, like, Don't try to catch your brothers up, dog. Like you don't get nothing from that. Let's just build together. But all that, you trying to like catch me up and all that, bro. Just you know, nah, we don't do that over here, bro. Hey, PA, that's a good point. A red heifer is brownish slash reddish. KJ, you can Google a picture of a red heifer. Maybe that will help. And she's right. She's right. Let me see right quick. Yeah, thank you for that, PA. You're right. A picture speak 1,000 words. So my sister is correct. Let me just show a picture. A picture speak 1,000 words. Okay, here we go. Let me open up the window and we'll just look at this picture real quick. Okay, here we go, family. I'll just show this picture real quick. Here you go. Y'all see that? That's Ruddy. That's Ruddy right there. That is Ruddy. Brownish red. But Ruddy can go from dark complexion, light skin complexion, red complexion, very, very dark ruddy complexion. So we know that Ruddy has a various range of color. Because when you look at the Israelites, we come in different range of color, but we still got our strong pigmentation. Even when you look at a yellow bone, that we say, man, look at that yellow bone. She still has pigmentation. She just yellow. When we look at a red bone, ooh, boy, look at that red bone. That's still a red bone with pigmentation. So thank you for that, PA. A picture speak 1,000 words. So when the Bible say ruddy, it's talking about this brownish color right here, but that brownish color can range from a variety of different strong colors. But nobody is black. Like we know that. Nobody is white. We know that. Okay. That's it, family. I'm going. Much love to the family. Much love to the family. Much love to all those who want to learn in spirit and in truth. He's in the woman haters club. Yeah, let me go and get you out of here. You doing I am. I'll let a person disagree with me. I'll let a person tell me that what I'm saying is not right. All they got to do is prove me wrong. But when you just get to flooding the chat with stupidity, you got to go, bro. So I had to get them out of here, people. Yeah, I got him out of here, Elder Barrel Walk. Like he was doing too much. Yes, instead of trying to learn, he doing too much. So yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, but yeah, we don't do that over here, family. But I read it anyway because I know he probably still listening. So Elder Barrel Walk said, Exodus 35:7. Yeah. Like they'll come, they act like they're trying to learn, but then when you say something they disagree with, they get contentious. And all I'm asking him, if I don't know something, just help me out. You don't gotta try to act like you catching me up in something because that's not the spirit of the Most High. Like I'm trying to get my brother and sister. I got you. That got you stuff don't like that's stupid. But this is Exodus 37, and Elder Barrel Walk said verse 5, and we're gonna just read it. Exodus 35 and verse 7. Yeah, but you most certainly ain't finna disrespect none of my sisters or my brothers, but most certainly not our sisters. Yeah, we most certainly ain't finna do that. This is Exodus 35 and verse 7. And ram skin dyed red, and badger skin, and shittim wood. Okay. He must don't know what badger skin look like. Hold on. That's when they was building the tabernacle. That's when they was building the tabernacle. Like what he wanted that for? Badger skin. That's when they was building the tabernacle. Let me see if I still got my picture of that badger skin. Let me see. Red. I don't think I got it no more. Dang. Dang. I don't got it no more. Dang. I used to have a picture of badger skin and stuff like that. But I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. Okay, he say, look up red. It means ready. He cut himself. Okay, I got you. Elder Bell Walk just knocked it out the park. And here y'all go. We're gonna look at it together. Elder Bell Walk just knocked it out the park. And we're gonna look it up together. Y'all just bear with me, family. Cause see, the Bible say prove everything. So let's prove it. He said red. So let's prove it. Elder Bell Walk just said it. I'm looking at it right now. So y'all just bear with me right quick. I'm finna get it right now. So I'm gonna just talk wise download. I'm gonna just talk to y'all wise download. But I'm looking at it right here. It say Adonai, red, ruddy, skin, ruddy. Elder Bell Walk, why they do that to themselves, man? Trying to be so right that they wrong. I gotta block him again. He's stupid. Now he in here going to different channels. Man, y'all block that dude, man. Yeah, y'all get this dude RJ quick. A grown man can be doing anything with his time, and look what he doing, y'all. The boy don't got no life. I told y'all, grown men in other men's chat box arguing with him, but he ain't gonna get that out of me. I'm gonna just block you. I'm too grown to be arguing. Yeah, I got you. Don't block him, y'all. Don't block him. Like Elder Bell Walk say, don't block him. Let him see that red mean ruddy. Let him see it. Let him see it. Yeah, he a clown. Let him see it, though. Don't block him, y'all, please. Don't block him. Yeah, he goofy. Yeah. But hold on. Wait till this download, and then I'm going to show it to y'all. But like I was saying, family, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. Keep doing what y'all do. This is the type of people, and I'm going to give y'all advice. When y'all teaching on y'all channels, don't deal with people like this. Now, I'm going to let him stay here because I want him to see that he cut himself. Red mean ruddy. But he want to be so right that he don't know what he's talking about. This what I call people who don't study, who just regurgitate what they got from other men, that they got from a man, that they got from another man. See, I don't regurgitate no man. I read and study for self. So that's why I can edify my people, because I read and do my due diligence. This dude ain't, okay, here you go. He ain't doing no due diligence. He just want to argue people. So let me open this up. Here we go. Let me get the picture so we can prove this real quick. Okay, here we go right here. Let me open up my window so I can show y'all this. Hey, y'all, don't argue with these people. Like Elder Bell Walk said, this is all y'all got to do. Look, open up the window and show the picture. What this say right here, family? Let me get it right now. Here you go. Hold on, y'all. Okay, right here. There we go. What they say? What did say, Israel? Red, ruddy, skin, ruddy. It say red. Oh my God. Elder Barrel Walk, do that say red and ready? Oh my God, boy, I tell you. It say red, people. He talking about red badger skin. Red mean ready. So they say Esau came out red, he came out ready. No, Elder Barrel Walk, you right. Because you remember Elder Barrel Walk, in English, we can't get the definition of ruddy, meaning the complexion of what David was. We always got to go to Hebrew. Always. English, look, it says it right here, Adonai. Red, ruddy, skin, ruddy. See what I'm saying? The Hebrew word right there. It means red and ruddy. So when the Bible say David was ruddy, Esau was also ruddy. Anytime the Bible use ruddy, it is talking about skin complexion. But it's not talking about white skin complexion, or they want to make Esau a Caucasian man coming out. No, ruddy does not mean white skin, because nobody really got white skin, but y'all know what I'm saying. Esau came out with melanin. Melanin. Him and Jacob was twin brothers. They was not fraternal twin. No, the Bible say they was twins. The only difference is that when he said two different manner of people, that means different customs, different behaviors, and different social norms. You can come from the same mama and daddy and be twins. And one twin is chill, the other twin is running the streets going crazy. But his brother not like that. His twin brother don't run the streets and shoot him up, bang, bang. But his brother out there in a gang, shoot him up, bang, bang, hurting people, but not this twin. You got twins, they are totally different, but they connected though. But they different. Because Esau was a hunter. Jacob was dwelling in the tents, but these are twins though. But they had different behaviors, different customs, and different social norms. Jacob liked to learn about the Most High. Esau liked to be out there in the field hunting things. But they came from the same mama, same daddy. They was just two different manner of people. Two different manner of people. Thank you, Elder Bell Walk. Absolutely. Today, red for men is red bone for women. Light skin terms we use today. That's it. That's it. That's why when a man is talking to a woman and she's red, what do that man say? Hey, excuse me, say. Well, you shouldn't talk to no woman like this, but back in the day, I used to hear men go, say, little mama, say red bone. Let me holler at you. He called her red bone. And guess what? She still had melanin when he called her red bone. You got some dark-skinned red bones. I'm not talking about like dark melanin skin like a dark-skinned Morris chestnut. I'm talking about that red bone range from different colors. Because you can have a woman that's red, but her skin complexion is a little darker than another red bone. And then we got yellow bone. And that yellow bone complexion can be light-skinned yellow bone or a little darker yellow bone. Just like you got dark-skinned black men, and you got very, very dark-skinned black men or dark-skinned black women. And then you got light-skinned, light brown skin black women and light brown skin black men. Or you just got light brown. It varies. We don't all have the same color, man. So when you look at the children of Israel, we come in all different shades of that ruddy. Whether that's very dark-skinned ruddy, whether that's red bone ruddy, whether that's yellow bone ruddy, whether that's very, 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 very dark-skinned ruddy, like Sidney Poitier and Wesley Snipes. It ranges. So when you look up the word red, it's going to say ruddy. Hey, you got that, dude? Okay. There you go. And don't y'all know too? Okay, we good. We out of here. You're gonna blame it on the Lord while you stupid. Oh, okay. Well, I pray the Lord get you some understanding. Cause you sitting up here talking about the white man and you talking about his face, and Esau was never no white man. But y'all don't got no understanding. This is why y'all please don't be teaching nobody. Please. If you think that Esau is a European white man and he come from the children of Japhet, well, people call the children of Japhet, boy, you don't got no knowledge. Esau did not come out no Indo-European. Boy, go sit down somewhere and lock yourself in the room and put yourself in the corner, boy. Because Japhet also had melanin. Japhet also had melanin. So I love y'all, family. Thank you, my sister, Astara. Thank you, Elder Barrel Walk, for asking me to look these things up. Thank you, PA. Thank you to all my beloved family. Learn from this, family. When somebody is trying to cause you to, like knock you off your pivot feet, you just laugh at them, people. You just laugh at them. Because these people don't got no understanding, people. These are the type of people you don't listen to. This dude think Esau is a white man. So you don't argue with a person like this. What you do is do this. Look, you take them, and then you just block them like this. Look. Yeah, he got 100 emails. He dumb. I told you. You got to go. You stupid. The Most High don't like stupid people, y'all. You going to keep coming to my channel with different emails as a grown man? I got to go, y'all, before he come again. K. Judah got to go. Hey, I love y'all with a pure heart family. Israel rising up. Let's get it.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I want y'all to notice my brother Judah the Hebrew, and I want to say this while he in the chat. I wish he can hit the link, because not only is he a great teacher, not only is he one of the brothers I truly respect in Israel for his knowledge, his wisdom, his understanding, and he walks in the spirit of the Most High in Yahshua. Judah taught on the fact that how Esau mingled with the Romans. So I really wish that he can come and explain to y'all these things, because he did an excellent job showing the history. But y'all make sure y'all support my brother Judah the Hebrew, one of the most excellent teachers in Israel. I'm not just saying that. I'm telling you. You go to his channel, you're going to be edified. He's also the one who did the debate with Tio about where our promised land at, and he knocked it out the park, man. I mean, he had evidence, he showed maps, he showed facts, he had the history, he had the scriptures. A lot of people want us to believe our homeland is somewhere else and to deny our natural habitation, which is in the so-called Middle East. Judah the Hebrew did an excellent job proving this. So a lot of people are against us who teach that the so-called Middle East that everybody despises, that is actually the place where we're going back to. A lot of people don't believe this. But I give a big salute to my brother Judah the Hebrew for your excellent teachings. You walking in the spirit, the history you bring forth, the archaeological evidence you bring forth, the geography you bring forth to the nation of Israel. So big salute to my brother. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, family. I love y'all with a pure heart. Like I said before, we are here at the CUC, Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, FOPE. We here to help each other. We not here to, I got you. I got you. We're not here to do that. We here to build, learn from one another, and educate one another. And take that and spread it to the four corners of the earth. Because that's our job as a people. We're supposed to be spreading this gospel, spreading the good news, teaching our people their culture, understanding their language, understanding their history, and also understanding the gospel of their King, Yahshua HaMashiach, and the Most High. So in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with the CUC family, the FOPE family, and my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah want to say shalom to the mighty nation of Israel. And look up, family, because your redemption draw nigh. Salute.